Hello everyone, welcome back to the JAMcast. This is episode 6, I think. It's been a while, but
Six. Oh my god.
it is 6. I'm here again with Juno and Mac, the boys.
Hello.
You guys really thought we
I
stopped
noticed
uploading, huh?
You wish.
They wish, but we will always come back.
The
But-
ops will never win.
Yes, it has been a while. We're also trying a different setup now, so I hope that it all works. But
Oh no, it's gonna be a catastrophe, but
probably. But if it's a catastrophe, then they won't even see this episode, so it's fine. We have a few main topics, but I feel like they're not that big. So I think this is just going to be an episode in which we're just yapping about
Right.
stuff.
We just wanted to make an episode to just remind our two viewers that, we're still uploading and we still exist.
we average like 100, right? Don't
No, we
Yeah.
average like 40.
We have
Hey,
we got
man.
my mom,
Pretty good.
Arkry, he watches it, and then
Yeah, I
I
do
got
watch
my
it, that's
mom,
true.
my cousin, my cat. I
Yeah.
put it on for my cat. She likes watching it.
Mhm.
Maybe Sammy watches it, since he has been on a few times, so maybe
Who?
he's like, oh, I like that show.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
I remember that guy.
Remember that guy we collaborated? That was crazy.
No.
We collaborated with 2 people in the past. Isn't that insane?
Is it?
I think we're on our way to like the big.
Yeah,
Gonna get
Midori
the-
soon.
True.
Yes.
Yeah, and next
We're getting
episode is going to be
Midori.
Midori. Then it's going to be the
Yoro,
Nintendo guy, Pioro. What's his name?
Mike Odyssey.
Nate the Hate, Mike Odyssey, Dish Quick Pops. We're gonna move up the ranks.
Maybe one day we'll reach the rank of a protagonist guest appearance, but I don't know about that one. That is a bit.
We'll get D-Dog VA, and we'll have Penalty and our DMs begging to join the JAMcast.
Can I be on
We'll
for
say
1
no.
second, please?
1 second,
1 second,
please.
Sea Dog VA.
Please.
The Hamcast with Penalty.
Oh shit, the ham kid.
The Hamcast. Okay, but let's get into it and talk what we've been up to, because it has been a while. Well, what are we doing? Juno, what have you been up to?
God, I don't even know.
Oh,
I hate
God.
when you ask me this because I'm like,
What do you
I just
mean?
I just do my shit, man. I just do my little ding. I just do my little dingy, I
Yeah,
don't,
tell me about the little thing.
what do you want to know?
bro.
I just, for everyone at home, I just do drugs and play video games. I've been playing Disco Elysium. You ever heard of that game?
I have heard of that.
That game is
but I
like
already
for
do
boy
all of that.
failures.
Oh, man.
I have no fucking idea how I would even begin to describe a game like that. It is
Try.
it is an RPG, I think. There isn't any combat as far as I know. There is a
But
lot
there's not.
lot of dialogue. And it's basically fuck around and find out the game. Like essentially. That's basically all you do.
So are you like a detective? Or?
You're a cop, yeah. You're a boy failure cop.
Okay.
Essentially, your character is just a total loser.
I just know that people like this game, but I don't
It's
know
great.
what the fuck
It's a great
about.
game so far. I
That's
just
literally.
have no idea how to explain it.
Have you played a lot of it?
You're describing it like it's Cthulhu or something. Like it's. Some
I've put a decent
indescribable
chunk of
being
time into it. I maybe got about like six hours. I just started it, so not too far into it.
Yeah.
But that's the only really like story, like new story game I've been playing. I beat Baldur's Gate again. I 100%ed it again because they robbed me of my 100%
fucking
when
slut.
they added honor mode.
You just gotta hop right back into another Baldur.
Nah, I
Gate
think
Fuck this
I
time.
think I'm done. I mean,
Fuck
unless
the bear.
no, unless
Okay.
I don't know, like a friend or something wants me to play it. I think that's it. I think I beat Baldur Gates.
That's it.
Yeah.
You should move
way.
on to Divinity Original Sin 2.
I tried playing
True.
it, but it's not the same.
Just didn't hit.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Damn.
But
Haven't you been
yeah.
playing? Yeah, I know that you've been playing something else. You've been playing Dark Souls. I've seen you stream it for me.
Yeah, I've been trying to cope with lack of
Didn't-
Bloodborne on PC by
I was
playing
about to say, you did
Dark
that.
Souls.
As a pure cope.
Yeah, no, it sucks, man, because I really want to play Bloodborne like so badly, and there's just no way to do it on PC. As
You
far as I know,
play Dark Souls 3, because that game is closer
Yeah.
to Bloodborne than Dark Souls 1 is.
I've beaten almost said Blood Souls. I've beaten Dark Souls
Blood
3 a bunch of times.
Oh,
But Dark
okay.
Souls 1 I've
Game's
never
even
played.
closer than Dark Souls 3. Lies of P. Oh my god, it's literally a Bloodborne.
I'm not playing Lies
Why
of P.
don't you play Lies of P? Why not? What is the problem with P?
It's just even more. I'm sure it's a good game, but it's just even more
Just hates Koreans.
copium than fucking playing Dark Souls. You know, like
You don't want to admit to being on copium.
I mean, I know I'm
I see.
coping, but it's just like coping by playing a game that's close, like that is so close to Bloodborne, but not Bloodborne, would hurt more than playing like Dark Souls. You know,
Okay,
it's like at
okay.
least this is Dark Souls, and I also just want to play like a FromSoft game. Like it's not just about like the vibe. Obviously, you know, I want that Eldritch horror shit, but I also just love FromSoft games. Like they're fucking good. You know?
Yeah.
And I've never played Dark
Yeah, I
Souls.
mean, just
One is
watching-
pretty
I've never
peak,
beaten
so-
Dark Souls, so
Watching you play for like 5 minutes, I immediately like booted it up myself and started another file. I'm Pyromance dexterity build.
yeah, I
It's
haven't
just such a easy game to hop into.
really
Yeah.
played since I started it that night, but yeah, maybe I'll come back to it. I don't know. Been playing Helldivers. Helldivers 2. That's what all of
Oh,
us
I'm
have
one
been
of the
playing.
divers.
I'm
We've all been
sometimes a
playing
diver, but
Yeah.
These
I don't
guys,
know about calling Arkry a Helldiver. That's a little bit.
these
last
guys
time
don't
I
dive
played,
into
we were
hell.
like struggling with medium difficulty, like, and now
Oh,
I
I-
see you play on like fucking Helldive.
I
solo.
just unlocked Helldive difficulty last night. I'm gonna try it.
That's yeah.
What's the other
what I
difficulty that you
hear-
were doing? Weren't you doing one of the harder ones?
Suicide.
It
or
goes
something?
suicide mission, impossible, Helldiver, or something.
Oh, okay.
It's really not that bad. It's just about getting the equipment. All I did was just grind the best difficulty I could handle until I got to a certain level to get better gear, and then just bumped it up. It's not that bad though, seriously.
Huh, okay. Because I remember when I was playing it, we were struggling with like challenging and medium, so I
Yeah.
can't imagine going
Yeah.
to fucking
When you
suicide.
When you get the right like equipment and stratagems, it's easy mode.
That's cool.
I remember
Helldiver's
I just
fun.
got the
I like it.
armor that boosts my stims or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and just getting that like makes you survive so much longer because you can spam the stims and going.
Yeah, it's good. I've been thinking about it.
That's
That's
cool.
all I want to play is Helldivers.
He was
and
waiting
Monster
for the
Hunter.
episode to end. You
Yep.
can play Helldivers.
Oh
Yep.
god, I'm fucking podcast man. Shit,
I just want to play Helldivers too. Monster Hunter.
So that is it, I guess.
Yep, that's me.
That is you.
What about our blood bond we made recently? Monster Hunter.
Yeah, we started
We're
Monster
we're like
Hunter World.
closer than brothers now.
We're like
We're hunters.
you guys know like the 2-week Minecraft phase. That's like us right now, but with Monster Hunter.
No. We're gonna beat Monster Hunter. We're gonna do it.
We'll see.
I don't
Like-
think it's the phase for Mac. Mac treats it like it's a full-time job.
I know.
Dude, I clocked in. Just wait till we get into the grinding, dude. Oh my god,
Mm.
it is gonna become a job.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not in on this because I don't like Monster Hunter World that much. But apparently you guys are gonna do Rise after World, so then I'll try it out.
Yeah, I
I
got
have
Iceborne and
Rise.
I like
Sunbreak,
Rise.
so I gotta play
Rise
those
is like
games.
one of the most fun action games, in my opinion. Just the mobility of the game,
Yeah.
how
That's
fast
what,
paced it is.
that's what makes me more interested, because from the bit that I played of World, I didn't like how slow-paced it was. And, like, I feel like everything just took really long, and everything was, like, really heavy and slow. But I've seen, like, the mobility in the Rise.
I honestly prefer World over Rise. I don't really like how mounting is different in Rise.
I
I
love
love
mounting
mounting
in Rise.
in world, and I think this is how they usually do it. Mounting is like you have to make an attack while you're above the monster, and you'll just automatically mount it. And then you have to like knife it a bunch until you can do a big attack.
Yes.
I like that. That feels so
And then,
satisfying to do. In Rise,
It'll
it's
knock over
different.
the monster as well. But in Rise, you hop on the monster, and then you have to slam it into walls. Damage.
Oh.
Or, and this is the cool part, you could control the monster and have it fight other monsters. So, let's say a monster enters the territory where you're currently fighting a monster. You mount it, then you can control it and have it like beat up the other monster.
Sounds
That
cool
sounds
on
like
paper,
it's-
but it doesn't usually.
No, it is cool though. When you hop on a Rathalos and you're fucking like carpet bombing the other monster with fireballs, it's awesome.
alright.
It's such a good mechanic. Oh, whatever. Hater.
I'm not a hater. I like Rise. I just don't like that.
You like Rise, you just don't
I-
like Rise.
I like Rise quite a bit. I think Rise is the accumulation of every like good gameplay mechanic throughout the series.
I see.
This is coming from someone who literally has like, I want to say 4,000 hours in this. Like, yeah, no, this I
Well,
played.
which one did you
more
play the
Monster than
most
anything else.
then?
Definitely Generations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
Generation
how
still
about everything
active?
about
Do
Monster
people still
Hunter?
play that game? I know it's on the Switch, right?
No, or it is on the Switch, so I guess some people probably play.
I'm sure there's people that still play it.
What
But yeah, I
console
would- I would
is
play the fuck
Generations
out of
from?
The
originally?
So
DS.
it was on the 3DS,
Oh.
and I played the 3DS version a bunch. And then when it got the Switch upgrade, I played the Switch version. So I probably have like total like 1,500 hours in that game.
I wish I played that game. That game looks good.
Why not play
Well, I
it?
mean,
It's on Switch. You have a Switch.
Come on, money.
and
Yeah, you know what I also
Oh,
have? Arkry, do you know what I also have? I have a computer with
Mod
Yuzu.
Bloodborne.
Take that
Yuzu,
back.
Yuzu play online.
I don't know.
But you
Probably not.
have Yuzu. Isn't Yuzu gone?
Someone's
Isn't it
knocking my
taken
door.
down?
Oh, hey, Nintendo. Ah!
Yeah,
That was
exactly.
the end of the JAMcast.
Yeah, that's what would happen. I'm just kidding, Mr. What's his name? Who's the guy that made it?
Bowser
Made
or-
Nintendo?
Oh,
I don't know.
Let me look it up.
I don't know who made Nintendo. Miyamoto's like the
Who
main
made
guy, I guess.
Nintendo?
Nintendo was a company in like the fucking 1800s. So,
Mr.
In the 1800s,
Fusajiro.
Mr. Nintendo.
Mr. Fusajiro Yamauchi. He's gonna come to my house and decapitate me. Oh,
his
he died.
fucking ghost is gonna rise from the. He died a very long time ago.
He died back in the 40s. Yeah, my fault. Who's the
He saw
CEO then?
people emulating, and he was like, "Nope, this is it for me."
Let's see, Nintendo. Who's the CEO? Oh wow, their stocks are
Oh,
down
there's
by
his brain
15
in a
cents.
jar, like
Their stocks are down, though.
Nintendo CEO. Isn't it Doug Bowser? No, that's
Isn't that Nintendo of America?
yeah. Shuntaro Furukawa. He's gonna come to my house and decapitate me.
Mr. Furukawa, we are so sorry.
oh
We do
man,
not
fucking Furukawa.
allow people to emulate. We are against emulation. Do not kill us.
So yeah, Arkry, what have you been up
Except,
to, man?
You can emulate on your Apple devices
Me?
pretty easily.
Yeah, what have you been doing?
I've been playing two very good games. Final
Oh,
Fantasy
yeah?
9 and Stellar Blade.
All right, I don't know about two,
Oh.
but it's definitely one good game in there.
Yeah, Stellar Blade is pretty good. That's true. That's true.
Oh, kill this guy with rocks. This guy right over here.
No, Final Fantasy 9 is definitely better than Stellar Blade, but I'm also not very far into Stellar Blade, so I don't really know what the story is about yet. But I
I'm gonna
like
keep
both
it.
games.
Let's just get out of the way, right? I'm gonna keep
Okay,
it a
what do we-
$1.50, okay?
Okay.
And the viewers at home, let me know if I'm in the wrong here. But Stellar
Okay,
Blade
okay.
looks like shit. That game does not look good. And call me
The
a
only
hater.
other person
Call me a hater.
thinks
Say
that
I'm wrong or whatever. I don't
is
care.
IGN France.
Just call me
So-
French. the worst
IGN France is
insult.
the only
Are
person
you
who
the
agrees with-
reporter for IGN France?
Why did he
Juno?
say it looked
Is
like
it
shit?
you?
He fucking hates the game.
He's
He
like,
not only says it looks like
this game
shit,
is
but he thinks
trash.
he literally thinks the game is dangerous to women. Like he thinks that
All
because
right.
of Stellar Blade, men are gonna start assaulting women on the street.
I don't know about that, but I just like I see everyone getting so hype over it. I'm like, this looks. Maybe I just don't like Korean looking games, but it just looks
That could be
like
it.
ass. I don't know. It just does not look that good.
Oh,
I think that the game.
Does look like
The
ass.
only thing that I have with the game is that it's not that good looking is when there are dialogue scenes, because the animations and dialogue scenes look really janky. It kind of looks like a cheap gacha game, and the characters are just like playing their animations, but
Yeah.
it doesn't fit like the dialogue at all. But that's like the only thing that I have found negative about it. Like the story is kind of whatever. It's kind of just like near. It's like a world post-apocalypse and aliens attacked and a few
Oh, so you
humans
agree
are
that the near story is
surviving.
whatever.
There are androids or
I just-
cyber-humans.
I see it,
helping
and
them
I
out,
think
but-
like it. Like the animation looks janky. The art design doesn't look that like the characters. They don't look like I don't know how to explain it. They look like they're from a
They
different
kind of
video
look
game.
like dolls
Yeah.
in a weird
yeah.
way.
All the women are like
yeah.
super hot and sexy, right?
Yeah,
Or is it just the
probably.
main character?
No, they're all. I
Mm.
mean, they're kind of like types, I guess. Like the main character is like the hot girl, and then you have like the cute smaller girl.
Okay.
Like, I feel like you have like the archetypes, kinda. But
And then I was
that
watching
I
you.
do get.
I was watching you play the other day, and the animations. I don't know, just the fighting, the gameplay just doesn't look that great either. But you guys
That's
have
the
been
only thing
saying
that I
it's
don't
like
get.
getting all these good reviews and shit like that. And I don't get it.
It's the highest user score rated game of the year. I'm pretty sure I saw it on
Of
Twitter
course it
today.
is. Of course it is.
I just
Yeah, it
don't
has
get
like an
how it's
it has
not
like a
popular.
94 on Metacritic or something. I mean,
I played
feel
the
like
demo and I really liked it. Like I thought the vibes were there. The music is so fucking
music
good.
is
dude.
really good.
Oh, I have
So
not heard the
fucking
music.
good. And then
Oh, you have to
The-
listen to the music. It's like
the
genuinely
combat-
really good.
felt nice. I like the customization too. There's a lot of skill tree. I don't know. It hit. It felt like it hit everything an action game should.
Is it a
So I will
console
agree that I-
exclusive?
I didn't
Yeah, it's
see.
PS5
no. Or
exclusive.
is it? Oh,
yeah,
it is. Yeah.
it's exclusive because it's published by PlayStation.
That's terrible.
Yeah. I definitely plan on picking it up, but I will agree with you, Dust, that it didn't impress me enough to get it day one like this goon. I'm waiting for a sale.
I basically got it day one because I had a copy of SMT 5 like base game, and I haven't played it, and I'm not gonna play it because Vengeance got announced, and there was this deal that I could trade it in and then get Stellar Blade for like 40 or something. So I basically got it on for a really good price. But no,
You
I
use that
really
as a
like it.
transition or
Hmm?
mention the V word.
The V word? No, we're talking about Vengeance later. So I want to say one thing about Stellar Blade, because I do get a lot of what Juno said about some things looking weird and like the character designs aren't like that great, but I feel like the combat thing is like the thing that I don't really get, because I feel like the game looks really nice in combat and the combat animations are really nice and it feels really good to play. And it's like Max said with the skill tree has like really good abilities in it. Like every time you get a new skill, it actually changes the way you play it a bit as well, because it's not just you do a bit more damage now, you take less damage now. You have like the double jump and the new combos and everything, so it feels
Yeah,
really good
that's-
to play.
That's the one thing I can't give an opinion on is how the game feels to play because I have not played.
Yeah. I mean, I do not like that every outfit
Okay.
is an extreme Coomer outfit. I'm just trying to find the normal looking drip. But
I
all
saw
of them
one
are
of the
like,
outfits. They're not. There are normal drips. You just.
I
takes
just
a while to
haven't
unlock
found them yet,
I
I guess, but I'm also still pretty early game, so I can't really.
I don't think the default outfit's that much of a. Like, yeah, it's skin tight, but not
yeah.
that crazy.
Yeah, I guess I've just been unlocking weird ones, maybe. I don't know, some of them do look pretty weird, but
Each copy of Stellar Blade is personalized, picking outfits just for you.
imagine. That would be insane.
Arkry, has Stellar Blade impressed you enough to sign the petition to censorship from it?
Hashtag free Stellar Blade.
Are you going to free Stellar Blade?
That is such an insane thing. Juno,
What
have
is
you heard
this?
about
I have
Dude.
not.
hashtag free Stellar? Yeah,
Please,
exactly.
Did you
Invite
see
me.
the video of the guy making out with his poster of Eve on
No.
the petition? So on the petition, you can add a video for why you like want this to happen. And there's one guy who's like, "You got to free Stellar Blade. Sony censorship cannot be allowed to continue." And then at one point, he just turns to a poster of Eevee and starts fucking making out with it.
What the fuck?
Okay, so Juno, I'll catch you up on this. So Stellar Blade is a pretty coomer game with some pretty
Right.
revealing outfits, as you've seen.
That's what Shrek Guard through.
Uh-huh.
But in the trailers, the outfits are even more revealing. So people say that the game has been censored, and people are asking for refunds. They're
That's
making
crazy.
petitions to Sony to uncensor Stellar Blade, to free
It's actually
Stellar
still
Blade.
uncensored on the patch 1 if you don't connect to the internet.
Yeah, I've seen some people being like, oh, I installed the game, turning my internet off so I can have the full uncensored outfits. But
Like, there's one outfit where you can see her whole ass, like, pussy. Like, her camel toe is just very visible in the outfit, but Sony
It's-
patched out her pussy.
It's crazy to me how far people will go to jack off in video games
I think
instead
it's
of just
insane
watching
because
porn.
the outfits in this game are very revealing, even if it's
Okay.
like censored. So why are people like, oh, this is not enough skin?
Here's my hot take. So I think controversy's dumb as fuck. I think that people need to put their dick back in their pants and stop losing their shit. But I also think it's kind of lame that Sony can just go in here and patch the shit out, because guess what? They're completely fine with full frontal nudity in Baldur's Gate 3. That didn't get patched out at all. Or Last of Us 2. Like, that's completely fine, but then, like, they see Stellar Blade and they're like, no. Gotta change that.
It's
But
just
the
the
thing is
bias
that-
with Western and versus Eastern games. Like, that's how it's always been.
But there's one thing that I think is a bit confusing then, because you have the skin suit. Like, the skin suit has not been changed. Isn't that one, like, the most revealing outfit? Like, the bunny girl outfit shows a little bit less skin now, but
I
the
don't
skin
get it.
suit
That's
is just
it's
completely
inconsistent.
naked, basically.
Yeah.
So is it really just Sony censoring it? Because then I feel like they should
I-
censor the skin suit.
It is. I mean, it is Sony who did it. The game company that didn't do it, Shift Up. It was Sony.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked
Oh.
that much into it. So.
It's inconsistent though, like you said. It's just really dumb. I don't know why people play video games to jerk off. Like,
Yeah.
it's so weird. Just enjoy the gameplay, enjoy the story. Like,
Yeah, for
I
real.
do understand that, like, some people are frustrated with modern games, feeling like they can't have attractive women or something like that. But, like, this reaction to Stellar Blade has been, like, so annoying. Every
Yeah.
time I see any discussion on it, I
It's just very entitled.
immediately.
Yeah,
like,
oh, I
I'm
get
upset.
that. Like, censorship is not a good thing, and we shouldn't be, like, accepting censorship, but it's not that bad here, I
Yeah,
feel like. Like, I don't really know what the reason is to make a petition and ask for refunds and stuff, because the game is not... Like,
It'd
it's
be
still
one
very
thing if they
revealing.
changed the game completely, but they just made the slutty outfits less slutty. Like, is that really something to fucking complain about and like
Lose
try
your
to
shit over.
Yeah.
And get on your high horse, be like, "Oh, I'm petitioning for anti-censorship. I am so awesome."
It just doesn't make any sense
Like,
to
no,
me.
you're crazy.
Yeah, it is pretty insane.
Guys, the
But that's what I've
animators,
been playing.
the Rule 34 animators are
Dude,
going
we
to
didn't talk about
animate
FF9 at all.
Eve Stellar
Oh,
Blade
FF9, I was
regardless.
gonna move
Okay,
on to
guys,
it.
so just don't worry about it.
That is true, Judo.
You'll get your Stellar Blade porn compilation eventually, okay?
Maybe the game will come to PC one day, and then people can free
Oh,
Stellar Blade
God.
themselves.
That'll be the day.
Free their Stellar Blade from their fucking shorts.
Yeah, but yes, I have also been playing FF9, Mac. FF9 is peak.
Stroke my Stellar
Oh,
Blade
so
while I play
good.
Stellar Blade.
What part did you leave off on? Lindblom?
Lindblom just, I mean, spoilers for FF9, I
Yeah.
guess, if you care about that.
Well,
Lindblom just got attacked, and we're like preparing for the next journey, basically.
yeah.
That's where I'm at. And the game is pretty insane. Like, in the beginning when I was playing it, it's a very light-hearted beginning. And like, it feels like a very fun adventure, and people were telling me like, oh, this game is not as dark as like Final Fantasy 7 or like 16. It's more a fun, light-hearted adventure, and
Oh.
like there is some depressing stuff in there. Like, of course, it's an emotional game, and you'll probably cry, but it's not that dark. But then you just get like, off. The end of disc 1 is kind of where it starts, of just major shit
Yeah.
going down constantly, and the characters are not getting a
I mean-
break, and it's from one event to the next. It's like,
An entire race basically gets genocided.
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I guess if
Pretty
you look at
insane.
the character designs, it does look more lighthearted than like the art style, but story-wise, it is definitely kind of fucked up.
FF9 without a doubt has the highest death toll in the series. I want to say like wait, no, 6 does. 6 does, but
Oh, okay. Well, I guess
Lots of
I'll find
people
out
die in
one day
9.
why.
lots of people die in 9 and you wouldn't expect that,
Yeah.
you know, just seeing the game first like opening cutscene.
The 9
It's
is
very much a
really
story
good.
of war and death and loss.
Yeah. I've been loving everything about 9 besides for the combat system, which is way too slow for some reason.
It is. Yeah, FF9 is one of my favorite stories of all time, but I don't like to play basically at all. Like, I think it's one of the worst Final Fantasy combat systems other than 2, because it's just like slow. There's not that much strategy. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't really fuck with it.
Oh,
Trances are so dumb. Oh.
trances are really stupid. Like, in the
It doesn't
beginning, you
make-
told me about it. You were like, oh, don't you hate trances? But it was like in my first boss battle, so I was like, no, they're pretty cool. I like that they give you like a different character model and you have like your special attacks. But then, like, the further I play, I'm just like, oh, I guess I'm using a trance now because I can't choose when to do it.
I guess
There's
on
no
this
strategy to
Gnoblin,
it.
I'm gonna use fucking Solution 9 was I didn't do 10,000 damage for the game, making me use it now.
Yeah. But I think that's everything I want to say about FF9. I'm going to play more of it, and next episode I'll probably finish it. Then maybe
I'm
I can talk
excited
more
for
about it.
the remake that'll probably happen though. Good. That's gonna be like,
true.
I think that's gonna be like a top 5 game.
So
They
is that
actually don't
happening,
fuck
or is
up
it just
and they lock in.
rumors?
It's very, very highly rumored because not only do we have the Nvidia leak, which is like everything on the Nvidia leak came true, but also Yoshi P or whatever, he said that Dawn Trail is going to be very FF9 focused, and he's not allowed to tell us why yet.
Oh man.
Yeah, and there are like
So
they're like chibi models of FF9 in like a pre-order bonus for Dawn Trail or something.
Yeah.
Dawn Trail is the FF9 expansion for 14. Yes, it's very FF9.
Damn it! I gotta play FF9.
You have to play FF9.
I guess.
It's good.
You didn't play any of the other ones, and you still enjoy 14. I don't know.
Yeah, but I want
won't
to
be that big a
I
deal.
want to understand the references. For
Well, then
Have
you
you not
have-
played anything else from Final Fantasy besides for 14?
I've played 9 before. I just never beat it.
You have 2 months to play 9.
Yeah, I've played a decent
And another
handful
game
of
you're playing
Final
with.
Fantasies. Let me think. I've played 15. I've played 13. I've played 10.
Although you've played quite a bit of them.
Played 9. I've played 7.
Yeah, even the new class in 14, it's called like Vipers. It's literally
yeah,
just Sidane because
True.
you have dual blades, and then you can connect the dual blades into like
Yes.
the blade, the 12
Damn, I didn't
blades
think about it,
stack.
but
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, it is the FF9 expansion.
That's
Huh.
pretty cool. I didn't think that
So
the Dawn Trail connection was that big. I just heard from like basically every like insider or leaker or something is talking about FF9 like it's basically confirmed happening. And it also kind of makes sense that they haven't talked about it yet because they were, of course, like marketing 16 and the Rebirth and stuff. And now that that's out, I'm assuming that we'll see the 9 remake pretty soon.
That's gonna be hype.
yeah, I think we'll see it before Dawn Trail, but I don't know.
That would be really cool. But yeah, that's what I've been playing. What have you been up to, Mac?
Oh, I have made the greatest purchase of my life.
Oh
The Valve Steam Deck is
Mm.
it's a wonderful piece of technology. In fact, I am recording this podcast on it right now. I'm using it as a personal computer in desktop mode.
That's
So
incredible.
basically what the Steam Deck is it's a portable PC. That's the best way to put it. It's also kind of like a Switch. So you can download all your Steam games on it and play them. Basically every Steam game works. I mean, there's some like really advanced games that aren't going to work, but I was like checking a lot of games and like they all work. Like I'm playing Monster Hunter World on it right now. No issues.
That's
And
awesome.
what really blows my mind though is the emulation capacity because you download Emu Deck by going in the browser mode. You download your ROMs, and then you just can play anything from NES, like PS3, portably on the deck.
I know that.
Literally,
that
if you buy a Steam
seems
Deck,
insane.
you're set.
Yeah.
All you need to do, you spend $300 on the 150 gigabyte refurbished Steam Deck, and you're set. You literally don't need anything else. Like I have a Switch, I have a PS5. I feel like I don't need those anymore. I have the deck. But
Well, you need the PS5 for Stellar Blade.
yeah,
And you
I'll-
need to switch for Endless Ocean. So,
oh man, fucking Endless Ocean. That was the main reason I want to keep consoles just because I like buying physical games every
and exclusives, I guess, whenever they do release.
and exclusives. Even though Nintendo has none and Sony has like one a year, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the deck
No.
is
The Steam Deck does look pretty cool.
it might end up being my favorite console of all time. Like I don't even know if you could call it a console. It feels like it's cheating since it's technically like a mini PC, but
Yeah.
No, I wish I
it
got a
just feels
Steam
so
Deck
good.
rather than a Switch. Like, damn.
Everything just feels great. Like playing on it feels great. You can connect controllers really with like it's so easy to customize the settings if you do like messing with the frame rate and stuff and the performance. Wonderful. Like I couldn't recommend getting a Steam Deck if you like video games just even a little bit. Like probably have a Steam Deck.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
I guess
I've
if you have a good PC, you don't need one. But
That's like the only reason that I don't have a Steam Deck yet, because the Steam Deck does look really fucking awesome. But at the same time, it's like I'm at my desk for 90% of the time anyway, and I have a pretty good PC. I have my PS5
Yeah.
and my Switch, so right now I don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like at some point I'll do end up getting one, even if it's just for like emulation, because I've I've heard that you
I
said
mean,
that's
yeah,
the
just-
emulation device. So you have like the Emu Deck and stuff. So
yeah, Emu Deck has everything. And when I mean everything, I mean like PS3, Wii U, Switch, Vita. Like it has some pretty current stuff. The only thing it's missing is like PS4 and Xbox One, which that emulation doesn't even exist for that yet. So but it can run all of that. It can run it fine. I haven't really tested it too much since I'm not really looking to play any emulation games right now. But I did like try Twilight Princess for a few seconds, and it was like a surreal experience playing Twilight Princess on a handheld since fucking Nintendo never did it themselves for some reason. I guess they hate money.
That is kind of besides the topic, but I am very surprised that Twilight Princess hasn't been ported yet.
My mind was blown. I meant to try out the Xbox 360 emulator, but I never got around to it.
What would you play with it? Like, do you have a game in mind on the 360?
Lost Odyssey.
Ah, yes. The one Xbox game that I keep
The
hearing
one
about.
Xbox RPG. Yeah, yep. That game's sick, and I'm definitely gonna play it one day. And use it, I'll play it. The deck. Take out my deck.
This dude's deck
What
is
I have
out.
been playing on the deck is a very interesting game series, I guess, at this point I've gotten into. Eiyuden Chronicles. The first game is one of the worst games I've ever beaten in my life. I've never played something so fucking bland.
That's the,
Like,
the
we're
town
talking-
rebuilder game, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Called
okay.
Eiyuden Chronicles Rising, and it's like oatmeal, like with nothing. It's like like
Jeez.
there's nothing outwardly horrible about it. Like there's nothing like that's so bad. I'm just like, oh, this is shit. But there's also nothing good. There's nothing I can praise about it. So it's
The
like
ultimate mid.
the ultimate mid, exactly. Like the combat is just okay. It never once during the combat did I feel excited or tense. I just was like, yeah, this is combat. Like the exploration is fine. The rebuilding is boring as shit because they don't bother making any of the characters interesting. Like when you're making a town builder game, you should make it to where you want to help out the townspeople. But none of the townspeople have any fucking personality other than the shops they're tied to. So it's like blacksmith is the blacksmith, and that's everything. He's just a blacksmith. There's literally only one character I liked, and it's just because it's funny in concept. He's called Garoo, and it's a kangaroo with an Australian accent that pulls a greatsword out of like his pouch where he'd usually keep like his kid or whatever. He has a fucking greatsword in there instead, and I just think that's a funny concept. But literally, like, oh my god, it was the most bland game I've ever played in my life. I don't know how else to describe it. And I played it because I was really hyped for the full game, which is 100 Heroes. And that's one of the most successful Kickstarters of all time. It's like a spiritual successor to Eiyuden, which used to be a big RPG series, but it fell off. It was Konami's Final Fantasy, basically.
Yeah.
And the
Konami.
whole, yeah. So yeah, that's why it fell off exactly. Konami.
They can't do anything right.
The whole gimmick was there's like 100 party members in each game, and you like collect them. So I mean,
But
I don't know.
what
It's kind of like Pokemon, I guess. I don't know.
what is Rising then in relation to 100 Heroes or
It's a
whatever it's
prequel.
called? Oh, it's a prequel. Okay,
Prequel.
because you said earlier like, oh, now I'm playing the full game. So it's like,
So it not only is a prequel, it was a Kickstarter stretch goal. That's the
okay.
only reason they made Rising is because Chronicles made enough money to where they're like, okay, we can fund Rising. They didn't fund it that much though because it's a very bland game.
It's like a small
and,
bonus game, I guess.
Now I'm into 100 Heroes. I'm about 5 or 6 hours in. I just did like the 3rd dungeon, and I like it and I don't like it. Like, there's a lot of positives. Like the voice acting is very impressive. The game looks really good. It's like a HD style game. The soundtrack is fucking phenomenal. Like I wasn't expecting that because Rising has one of the most lame soundtracks I've ever heard for a game. Rising soundtrack sounds like those fucking life hack tutorials on YouTube, where it's like din 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 din. I don't even know how to describe it, but if you look up like a life hack video, you'll know what I mean. Where they have that annoying ass royalty free music in the background. That was all of Rising soundtrack, but then you get to 100 Heroes and it's like so good. I've never like heard a soundtrack that kind of goes for the style that this game does, where it's just like very fast paced with like a lot of wind instruments, like woodwind instruments. Oh, it's so good.
Sounds interesting.
And
I'll have to listen to that.
I just like almost everything about the game, but there's one very big issue, and that is that the combat is fucking brain dead. It has some of the lamest turn-based combat. Like, so you have 6 party members, and each party member can like equip a skill, kind of like Materia from FF7, and then they also usually have a unique skill to them, but sometimes they don't. It's like random if they do.
Oh, okay.
And it's just boring. Like every random encounter you can beat auto battle, and I'm on hard, and I've just been auto battling every random encounter, and I don't even need the heal because auto battle's enough to like kill every enemy without even having the heal.
The fuck?
Yeah,
So the balancing
like-
is fucked.
The balancing's fucked. The bosses aren't hard either. Like, they do enough damage to where you can't auto battle them. Like, you have to heal, but they're still not gonna like kill you. There's like no chance of you actually losing as long as you're paying attention to the game and don't fucking fall asleep mid battle. So, and the game's chock full of random encounters, so you're doing a lot of combat, and it just sucks because everything else is like almost perfect, but they fucked the combat. It's like not fun at all.
Oh,
So
that does suck then.
yeah,
Well, at least it's not the ultimate mid, so that's something.
yeah, I would say it's like a decent game. Like it's a 7. Maybe by the time I beat it, it'll get more complex and interesting, and it'll bump up to like an 8. But I really don't see it going into a 9.
Yeah.
But what did go into a 9 for me right now, at least as far as I've gotten, is Sandland, which is one of the most like criminally fucked over by reviewers games I've ever seen in my life. Like,
Didn't
it
it
has a
only get
70
like
on
6
Metacritic.
and 7s?
Only 6 and 7s by like everyone. IGN gave it a 6. Like, the only ones who I saw give it a good score was like Noisy Pixel, and then a couple of YouTubers I watched really liked it. And I'm baffled. Like every time I boot up the game, it's a joy. It looks so beautiful. The cutscenes are done like they clearly gave this game like a good budget, and they put a lot of effort into making sure all the cutscenes look good. The cutscenes look fucking better than like the anime they made for the Sandland. Like, I think the game is a better way to experience the story than the like anime or the manga. Like, they just killed it. Like, I have like very few, if any, complaints about the game. Like, the combat is fun. The vehicular like combat where you're driving around with the tank and like all these other different vehicles you get, and you're shooting shit down. You have to be strategic about it because sometimes you'll have like shit in the air, but your tank can only aim up so high, so sometimes you'll have to like drive up a hill so that you can angle your tank up a little bit and then shoot the shit in the air. Like, there's strategy to it. It's fast paced. It's fun. It's challenging. Like, it's like a very solid 9 for me right now.
That's
But
cool.
for some reason, reviewers fucking hated it. Well, they didn't hate it, you know. A 6 isn't like they hate it, but I don't see how it's a 6. Like, I'm definitely biased because I love Akira Toriyama so much, and he just passed away. So like, it's kind of like the farewell to Akira Toriyama in my eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Still, it's like objectively good in my opinion.
And the
I don't
game
know. I
looks
don't have.
really cool. Like, I played a bit of it at Gamescom last year, and it was like, it wasn't anything too special, but it was pretty fun. And from what I've seen from like your gameplay and online and stuff, it does look really, really cool. Like, I guess the tiny bit that I played of it at Gamescom wasn't really enough to fully judge it, of course. But I'm probably gonna pick it up at some point. But I do wanna. I said this to you as well. I kind of want to read the manga to see if I like the story, and then if I like the story, I'll play the game because the game goes further than the story or something.
So this is a little bit weird. There's 3 adaptations of Sandland. There's the manga, which is very short. It's just 1 volume. Uh, it was just a random like passion project of Akira Toriyama, but he couldn't make it into a full series because the vehicle designs are so complex that it would fucking kill him to do any more than like 1 volume. Um, then years later, they were just like, "Fuck it, let's bring Sandland back," and they did the anime and the game. Like, they started working on them at the same time, I think. And the anime came out first, and it's a straight adaptation of the manga up until the end, where then it just keeps going.
Oh, okay.
So I think the anime actually just ended. Like, it just did the 13th episode, which is the final episode. So
And it goes further than the original
So
source then already.
yeah, the full manga is like 7 episodes, and then there's like more. They added like Forest Land, Sandland. Now there's Forest Land, and there's a whole arc there. And I think it's good. I think the new stuff is good. I don't think it's as good as the first arc, but it's still like solid. It's a good story.
Yeah.
It's kept my attention. And then there's the game, which is just completely different. Like, it's not the manga, it's not the anime.
Okay.
The story is just, it's not completely different. Like, it's going through the same story beats, but there's a lot of added shit. Like, there's brand new towns they never went to. There's way more characters. There's a new party member that was never with the group originally. Like, it's basically the story but fleshed out like 10 times more than it would be.
It's kind of like the manga was like a concept, and this is the fully realized thing.
This is the fully realized world with like the towns and the characters and all that shit.
That sounds really cool.
And they killed it in my opinion. I love the world. I love driving around in the tank. I know there's a shit ton of vehicles. I'm still only like a few hours in, so I only got the tank, but I genuinely don't think I have any complaints with the game. Like, I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Nice. Oh,
I guess the hand-to-hand combat could be a little more interesting, but
yeah,
I don't know. That you could say that for pretty much any game. So.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Then I think I'm just gonna like read the manga to get like an idea and a vibe of it. And if I like that, then I'll probably get the game when it's like on a sale or something. Because it does look pretty cool. But I guess that's what we've been doing. That was a long catch-up segment.
Yeah, that was a lot longer.
But that's fine. We had a lot to talk about, so. But we had three main topics. So I don't know which one you guys want to start off with. We had the Fallout
go down the
TV
list.
show. Okay, then we're gonna start off with the Fallout TV show.
Yeah,
which we
this was
all
a big
watched
event
together.
in our Discord server. I was so unsure of this shit when it came out. Like, I thought the Fallout TV show was gonna be like a fucking disaster. Like,
I went in pretty
the
open-minded.
one clip I saw from it was where like the ghoul is about to shoot the main character, then the what is his name? He keeps changing his name.
Maximus,
yeah. Changed his name like 3 times. But anyways, he comes down in the armor. And I thought that scene looked so ass when I first saw it. I was just like, this show's gonna be like, it's just gonna be shitting all over Fallout. And I'm not really a Fallout fan. Like, I watched my brother play a lot of New Vegas, but I'm not like a Fallouter. I've never played any of the games, but I think the lore is really cool. And I was kind of bummed that the show wasn't gonna be good, but lo and behold, the show actually comes out and it's peak. I think it's the greatest video game adaptation ever made from like game to film.
Nice.
It's very good. I like it.
No, I'm kind of similar to you that I didn't like know anything about Fallout going in. I didn't really. I mean, I know some stuff because I did watch a Let's Play of 4 like back when it came out, and I thought it was kind of cool. But that made me buy New Vegas, and then I spent like a few days modding New Vegas. But as you do with games like that, I never actually played the game. Yep. I was like modding it, like fuck, the game doesn't boot up. Keep trying. Okay, it boots up. I beat it. I'm done with the game now.
Yeah.
I never went back to it. That was also on my previous PC. That was on my laptop. So even if I wanted to go back to it, I would just have to do my mod setup again. But since I like to show up, I'm definitely gonna go back to it. And because of that post-credit scene, I'm 100% playing New Vegas before Season 2, because that was really cool. But, Juno, you're like the only person here that actually knows Fallout, so...
Yeah, I was about to say, as somebody who actually like played the games and like knows a decent chunk of like the story and shit like that, it was honestly, I went in pretty open-minded. I just watched the first trailer that they dropped whenever like it was first announced. And that's all I seen from it. So going into it, I was pretty open-minded, and it honestly was pretty good. It was very faithful, I think. It was funny.
Weren't insulted by any of the like interpretations of,
I think my
like,
only downside,
the
only downside I have is they reuse the gulper so many times in the show, and you don't really see that many like Fallout creatures.
Yeah,
like
Fallout
they're
has
really
a ton of creatures.
Yeah, there are so many different Fallout creatures that they could have used. Hopefully they'll use it in Season 2.
I feel like maybe that was a budget
the Death Claw
thing.
Yeah.
I feel like the season was kind of them like testing, like, oh, would people like this? Are we doing a good job with it? And now that everyone loves it, they'll probably put a lot more into Season 2.
This is gonna be Amazon's big hitter, like up there with The Boys, and like what people are gonna want to watch Amazon Prime for
Mm-hmm.
going forward.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
hoping season 2 we'll see more monsters. It's really all I really want.
Yeah.
I'm also just excited for it because of the story implications. We're probably, I mean,
Yeah.
okay, spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it, the final episode yet. But
Yeah, we have timestamps for everything, so they can skip ahead.
the teaser at the end of the series where it's revealed that they're going to New
I'm
Vegas
just imagining someone
next
like
season.
at work listening to this on Spotify and like, oh fuck, wait, spoilers, fuck,
Um,
fuck.
You're imagining people listening to the JAMcast?
I know, right? I'm living in a fantasy.
Okay, Judo, continue.
the people, fuck, I don't even remember what I was gonna say. You assholes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You were
It's
talking
just
about
funny image
okay
in my
head.
when
Setup of
since
the
New
story.
Vegas, yeah, they're going to New Vegas in the next season. It's going to be interesting from a story perspective because we're going to get a confirmed ending for New Vegas essentially, because I believe
Yeah.
Oh
the
yes.
series, the TV show takes place. It's the latest chronologically, so we're going to see what the courier or who the courier
And
ended up
that's
siding with. I really
bad
hope we
thing,
don't see the
right?
courier at all. That would fucking suck dick. I don't know how they would even do that in the first place. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
we
that-
might see Mr. House show up.
Doesn't sound very good.
I seen a theory
It's the-
that Mr. House is the canonical ending because we saw him in the pre-war flashback with all the big people meeting.
Yeah.
He was there, so
Probably.
it's
It's probably going to be
it's a theory
that.
that Mr. House ending is going to be the canonical ending.
That was funny when
Like
that
that
scene
ending?
popped up because I didn't know any of those characters. And you were just freaking out like, "Oh my god, it's that guy!" I
Yeah,
know
that
guy
scene-
from the lore.
That scene was like all of the big players,
yeah,
like,
the Lord,
all of the
Lord
dudes who own companies that basically run the world, like fucking
Yeah.
Robco, shit like that, like big heads,
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, I mean it was really cool because I didn't really know anything about the Fallout lore, and I still like understood what was going on, and I still really enjoyed it. And then someone like you who knows everything was like, "Holy shit, this is insane!"
Yeah,
So
it
it's
was
nice
a
that,
lot
like,
of fun.
both people can enjoy it.
It was a nice fun watch, regardless of Fallout or not. It's still a
Yeah.
pretty decent show.
I feel like there's always going to be the boomers who like will hate it no matter what though. They'll be like, oh, I Fallout.
Hashtag,
Yeah, I
but, you know,
definitely. I
Fallout.
remember watching
Yeah, free Fallout.
watching some videos and people were like about like the Pridwin and
I mean,
stuff. I just remember people complaining
Fine if you don't, if people
about
don't
it
like
before
it,
it even
but,
came
like,
out.
I just think it's so cringe when people are like, oh, this needs to be exactly like this thing I like, otherwise it,
They'll never get it right.
I
They
don't
didn't get, in my opinion, the Brotherhood of Steel. They're kind of interesting in the show, but I feel like they never get the Brotherhood of Steel right in like any Fallout game. I don't know. They're always
Yeah, I see
different.
that.
They're always different in each entry.
Which games did you play, and which like
I've
one
played
has your favorite
one-
Brotherhood then?
I've played 1, 3. I've played all of them basically, except Brotherhood of Steel, Tactics, and
it's just a brotherhood of
yeah,
tactics.
and I'm playing 2 at the moment. So I've played almost all of them.
I didn't know there were so many. I didn't know that Brotherhood of Steel just had a game.
Brotherhood of Steel is a canceled game. I don't think it actually came out.
Oh, okay. I mean, it has a
Oh,
backlog listing. It has a 1.5.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's a really bad game.
Okay, well,
First review, it is so bad that I have become immune to Bethesda criticism.
Yeah, even Fallout.
well,
Oh, Fallout Tactics Brotherhood of Steel. That's the same fucking game. I'm tweaking.
Oh, it's the same game?
Apparently, yeah. No, that game's kind of ass. From what
Yeah,
I've heard,
I
I
see.
still bought it because I think I got it while it was on sale. But
Fallout Cook.
Fallout Tactics Brotherhood of Steel. I thought Fallout Tactics and Brotherhood of Steel were 2 different games.
I have no idea.
Uh-oh.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thoroughly
Well,
impressed with the show.
Yeah, the show was really cool. I'm pretty excited for season 2. I just hope that they don't take like 5 years to make it.
I actually watched a video on like all the Vault lore throughout the whole
Mhm.
series. Are the Fallout devs or story writers okay? They're pretty fucked up.
Yep.
How do they even come up with this shit? Like, holy shit, man! The one that like really had me interested was the guy who was completely alone in the vault, but he had a box of like hand puppets.
Oh yeah, that one.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh man, that one was just, it was like disturbing.
That sounds really interesting.
But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna play any Fallout games. I might try New Vegas one day, but
Do you find
I
out
like the show.
do you find out some of this lore, like what Mac just said with like, oh, this vault is about this specifically? Do you find that out in like playing New Vegas and stuff?
Yeah,
Or
so
is that
some of the
more
vaults
like
in the
hidden
games,
lore?
you'll go to a vault and it's like environmental storytelling, you know. There's not like some guy that'll explain what the fuck
Yeah.
happened. You go around, you'll see corpses like spewing about in certain positions and spots. Maybe they're holding a gun or something. Like skeletons, I mean, not dead bodies.
Aren't there usually audio recordings on
Yeah,
like the
they'll
computers in the
there'll be
vault?
a audio
Yeah.
recording occasionally to computer entry that you can read, and it's cool because it's like you come in like fucking way long after this has happened and you just uncover what the fuck went
Yeah.
Piece it
down.
together, yeah.
That sounds really interesting.
It is pretty neat. I think an episodic series about the vaults would be sick. Like each
Oh,
episode.
like each
full
episode is
different
just like a
worlds.
vault.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool.
That'd be a cool anthology series. That'd be really cool, yeah.
That would be kind of cool because I did really like the first episode of the show as well, where like it wasn't most of the first episode just in the vault. I really liked how they
Yeah,
did
both
that.
those
setting
vaults
up.
are new. Like those
Yeah.
aren't adapted from the games or
No, I really like how they did it. Like they got the vibe down and like setting up what was gonna happen with like the raiders coming in and stuff. I really liked how they did that.
Mm-hmm.
So they'd probably do a good job at like an anthology series.
the gore was really fucking crazy too. Like Amazon gets away with like the most insane gore.
Yeah.
Like,
I was surprised by a lot of the gore.
they did not hold back at all.
Mhm.
That was wild. Some of those kills were like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Talking about adaptations, there's, I don't know if it's confirmed or if it's a rumor or if it's a report or whatever, but there's stuff going on about a Kingdom Hearts movie being in development for like an actual movie theatrical release.
Yeah, I heard
or
about this.
nothing
They
about this.
casted Tom Holland for Sora.
Oh,
That
bro.
was false information. What the fuck are you
No,
yapping
no,
about?
no. It's real.
No, I mean, we don't really know anything about it, but I was just curious because we've all played the Kingdom Hearts games. Like, what would you guys want?
That sounds
this
like a
to be?
terrible idea. I don't want them to do it.
It depends on what they do.
I
with
don't
it.
like game adaptation movies.
Well,
Like I said, Fallout's the best game
okay.
adaptation I've ever seen, and
they should just
doesn't even come
do
close.
358 Days Over 2. They should just make that game a movie because I really don't see.
Why?
I don't see fucking any other game being a movie. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 1, that's where you'd have to start, is Kingdom Hearts 1.
But I feel like it's. If they do a movie, I would
Dude.
rather have them tell a new story because if you do Kingdom Hearts
I'm
1,
sorry, but
they're gonna do every Disney World in like 10 minutes. And it's
Yeah.
just like,
is this
oh,
live
we're here
action
now, we
or
do this, we go
animated,
here
by the
now.
way?
I'm pretty sure it's confirmed to be live. No, not live action, animation.
Thank God.
Okay, thank God.
That's gonna.
Yeah,
I would say imagine
misspoke,
Fucking imagine Syx or whatever in live action.
my
I would.
God.
Oh my God.
Live action.
I'm pretty
Holy
sure it's
fucking shit.
animated, but at the same time, this is all rumors, I think. I don't think it's actually been confirmed, but
Axel would
people
be
are talking
fucking.
about it like it's confirmed. So.
Axel would be Dr.
It-
Han.
I'd really hope it'd be animated. I think it could work. I guess. I don't No, it seems really weird.
That seems
Yeah.
like a really random thing if it were to
That's why
happen.
I'd rather have them do like a new story because then they have a lot more freedom in what they want to do. They can just tell like something random, or maybe they can adapt like one of the mobile game stories, even though those are probably way too long for a movie.
I
Well,
guess
If they
my
do make this
issue is I
movie,
feel
hope
like
Donald doesn't heal Sora throughout the whole.
yeah, would it be just like about a completely different cast of characters? Is that what you're suggesting,
know.
Arkry?
Yeah, but I guess
Oh,
it would
that-
have to connect to the game somehow because it's Kingdom Hearts, so everything's connected.
Yeah,
But
it might be a completely standalone story, or well, not standalone story, but like not about
imagine it like
Sora
the
or whatever.
prologue of Kingdom Hearts 2, kind of. Like, you think that it's standalone and, like, kind of works as its own thing, and in the end it, like, connects to...
I think that's the only way it could
greater
work. Is
story.
if it's a side story kind of thing, or if it's
Yeah.
like
Or the way that they did
Okay.
Kingdom Hearts 0.2? Like the Aqua game.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a smaller story like that would work, because if you're gonna adapt the game, that's just gonna be terrible, because you're
Yeah.
gonna be in every world for like 5 minutes.
Yep.
No, I think it's really weird that it's a
Are-
movie if they would adapt something, because a TV
are
show
these
would work
rumors
over there.
legit though? Like
I
what?
think they are.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know, because where I'm getting this from is just every single news outlet posting about this like it is confirmed, but I don't know like the Disney leakers and if they're reliable
Well,
or not.
yeah.
I'm looking it up and it is
obviously.
from a Disney insider. I don't know if he's reliable or not, but
Oh my
by
god.
the way that everyone is talking about it, it looks like he's Disney's Midori, so...
Yep. I don't know. I don't even care.
You don't care about Kingdom
I
Hearts?
don't even think I won't even fucking watch this movie. I'm gonna be honest. Like even if it's good.
I
I'll have
will
to
watch
see a
it. It's gonna be
trailer.
funny. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to see a trailer.
Speaking of trailers,
Trailers.
Oh, should we do a live reaction? into
Yes, like we could do that, because one of the other things we're going to talk about was SMT 5 Vengeance.
oh yeah, I forgot about
Last
that.
episode we talked about it because it was like rumored and we were like, oh, what's it gonna be? Is it real? Is it not real? But last
This
episode was
episode,
also
it's
like
real.
months ago. So this episode it's real and we have trailers and it's coming
Very-
out pretty
very real.
soon. I guess we can do a trailer reaction because they released a trailer today and I haven't seen it. Juno hasn't seen it.
I've
Max,
seen it. I gooned
see
to
that?
it instantly.
Is it a good trailer?
broke
Is
my
it
edging
reaction
streak.
worthy?
We're about to find out. Don't ask
It's
him.
cool.
No, fuck you,
There's
Mac.
nothing like mind blowing in it.
Okay.
Play the trailer.
I will. How are we gonna do this? Are we gonna count down? Do I have to stream it in Discord so we're synced?
We can just
Yes.
cut the whole reaction bit, and then you can like edit it. All right, let's see this.
Because yes, new SMT trailer, let's go!
And so we have found it. The key to the resurrection.
So there's a lot of theories about what he's trying
my
to
God, Ryder
resurrect.
Kuznets.
Some people think it's Satan.
Only by eradicating both can an ideal world for humans come to be.
Who are all these women, bruh? Why are there so many demon women in this game? What are they cooking?
I don't know, but they're the main villains.
Isn't it? So I believe
They're getting their SMT vengeance.
What was this, Pokemon?
You're quite the optimist.
Yeah.
Wish I could put that kind of trust in our future.
God, these rails are so
Future
cool.
of the world is
They seem like grinding on the rail.
So please
I really
keep
love how this
And then
form looks.
Dude, this is the coolest characters I've ever seen in my life, I think. Like, straight
Oh,
up.
shit.
Look at this fucking attack. Music is so good in this game, too. It's so weird, but
270 demons.
yeah, Game Freak, you're cooked, dude. I can't believe like
Nah, ho be
how
ho.
good this game looks.
It looks so nice visually as well. It looks fucking beautiful.
Finally not on the Switch anymore. And shit like that is so impressive. not only 270 demons, but they all have like unique skills. Like that's
Allow me
insane.
to remind you how you were wronged by this world.
Pre-order
Wow.
now.
Yeah, so the big mystery is what is the vengeance? Like what are they
What are we
avenging?
vengeing?
I still gotta beat the base game, but
Oh,
I'll
that's
just wait
still
for
the-
this shit to drop.
You really don't though. That's
Yeah.
No,
I
that was
really liked
cool.
SMT5. Like I played it a lot, but story was not very good, and this game seems like it's fixing it because I'm very interested in where the story's going.
I mean, it's kind of insane. From what I've heard, it's literally just they have the base game included in Vengeance, but they also added like an 80-hour long Vengeance route, which
It's not even a route. It's just like the story rewritten completely,
Yeah.
like from beginning to end.
so it's actually like rewritten. So it's still the same base then, or what? If it's not an actual second Vengeance route.
I don't even know how much they're gonna keep from the original. It looks like fucking everything's redone. Like
Yeah.
even from the very earliest parts of the story, there's already like new characters and completely different events happening. So yeah, it's just a
that's
complete
cool.
rewrite.
I'm still wondering if I should play the base route then, because like I'm
No.
obviously not playing base game, like I'll play Vengeance, but part of me does want to check out the original story.
I mean, if you want to, but game's like really long.
Yeah, that's the only thing holding me
I would
back.
recommend that.
Like, it's long, and even if it's not bad, like if there's just a better version of it, I don't know what I'll end up doing.
Yeah, SMT5 always felt like an unfinished game to me. Like there's like a side quest that definitely felt like it should have been main story. Like there's all
Did
this like
that-
cool concepts that are just never fleshed out well
Did that
enough.
side quest have anything to do with vengeance on someone?
Yes, they've already shown in a Vengeance trailer that they're fully fleshing out the side quest as main story finally. So they're
Oh.
fixing it.
Okay, cool.
It's beautiful.
'Cause I remember you talking about that back when the game came out. I remember you talking about the side quest that had to be fleshed out, so it's cool that they're actually doing that.
They actually did it. Yeah, it's like the whole Egyptian god side of the story. So like, without spoiling it, the basic idea is it's like a battle royale for who's going to be the new god of the world. And so there's like the Egyptian gods, there's the Greek gods, there's the Hindu gods,
Oh,
and you're the Naho Biho, you know, fucking fighting these gods to become the new god of the world.
okay, that's cool.
You're also
Because
a
let's just
femboy.
say if they get a hold of the world, it probably will go to shit very quickly. It's like factions basically, and they're all just interested in their own like gains and desires. So
Yeah.
if any of them win, the world will probably just go to shit.
I don't know. The game looks really cool. At first it was gonna come out on the same day as Elden Ring, but then they
Yeah.
did the
Atlas.
opposite of delaying it.
Alice knew that would be a fucking horrible idea. So.
Did you guys see that clip of
I
I forget where it was, but Yoshi P was doing a panel or something. I don't know. He was presenting something
Oh,
and
yeah.
he was joking that they actually did this, but he was making a joke about how they delayed the Dawn Trail expansion because it dropped at the same time as Elden Ring previously, like the Elden Ring DLC.
Yeah, he was saying like, I know you guys all want to play Elden
yeah,
Ring. I want
he
to play
delayed
Elden
it for a
Ring.
week so people
So
could
we'll
play
delay
Elden
it.
Ring
have
DLC.
1 week to
Yep.
finish the DLC.
Yep.
I still think Atlas didn't do enough though. I think they should have either pushed it forward 2 weeks or pushed it back 2 weeks. But
Yeah, I think it's a bit
I guess
weird
they
that they
didn't-
gave it 1 week. Like now it's coming out 1
guess
week before the DLC, but the game is also like 100 hours
they-
long, so
yeah, so
And everyone knows not
Whatever.
to drop
Dude.
anything while
So-
FromSoft is dropping shit. Like never drop shit with FromSoft, bro.
true.
the original SMT5 had multiple routes. You could take the story like there's law, chaos, neutral. If the vengeance route also has law, chaos, neutral, then this is truly like going to be the longest RPG of all time. Like
That would kind of
we're
be
talking about like a
if
true
Vengeance also had
true giga game here. Like that would be absurd. That'd be like a 400-hour completion time.
that would be
But,
fucking insane. I feel like it. I mean, it's a different route. I would say first I was gonna say, oh, I don't think it will, and you'll just have like chaos neutral, whatever it is, and then vengeance. But it's not just an ending; it's a whole route. So there are probably some variations to the ending of the vengeance.
I
route
imagine
as well.
there's at least 2 endings,
yeah.
at least, but we'll see.
Vengeance looks cool.
yeah. That's like one of my most hyped games, if not my most hyped, going forward.
But Atlas is not just releasing Vengeance. They're also releasing Metaphor, which also looks really fucking good.
I know that game looks
Atlas,
sick.
man, they're cooking.
They really
Metaphor
are
is
cooking.
definitely a day one for me. I still don't 100% understand how the game is gonna work. Like, I mean that presentation helped a lot with understanding it, but
Yeah.
I still like want the game in my hands to know exactly how
Yeah.
it's gonna function. Because the way the battle system works is still a little bit confusing with like the action turn based.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a
And
bit
then,
confused by that too.
And then one thing I might end up really disliking about the game is that like traveling takes time on your calendar, so it's like a Persona game. But then to get to places, like you have to take time out of the calendar. It's like, is the time management going to be annoying, or is it going to be just fun like it is in Persona? I don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because this kind of, if you want to move to another location, it's like, well, this will take 5 days.
Like-
That's like, what do you,
like, what if-
what's the gameplay
what
in those 5 days besides for just hanging
Exactly.
out on the vehicle?
What if one town has like a really good shop in it? Do I have to like sacrifice a week out of my schedule to go get some like items? I don't know.
I guess I mean, part of that would be really cool if it's like, oh, I want to get this item from that town, but it takes me really long to get there, so I better make sure that when I'm there, I like get the most out of that trip. And you do everything in that town that you have to do before moving on, so you're not wasting time. But that sort of managing, I don't know if it's gonna be fun or if it's gonna go more towards the like tedious and annoying side of things. No,
But,
the showcase
that
was really cool because
Showcase
before
was so cool.
I was also like, everything that was there looked really cool, but a lot of it was out of context, and you just see things like, oh, the weird social links that this game has, and you see the dungeons, and I was like, how is this different from like Persona or SMT besides for just the setting? But this showcase did put everything into context, which made it a lot more interesting for me.
Also are using like a class system instead of ever other RPG progression. Atlas normally is like with or Personas.
But they still
And
have those.
I'm a big fan of class systems. Yeah, but they're tied to classes, so like your Persona is like the thief class
Gotcha.
or the mage class. And then I think you unlock more through social links.
Yes, I
Like-
think so.
The social links in that game, yeah. And I love class system games. I think that's one of the most fun RPG progressions to have, so
Yeah.
I think it's going to be great. I really like how the story as well, like it's going to be very fourth wall breaky. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I feel like it's going to get insane. Like, it's going to have a really crazy storyline.
I saw that you name your protagonist, but you also name
Oh,
yourself.
yourself.
Or like, yeah, you name
yes.
the person controlling the protagonist. And that's what also gave me the vibes of like, oh, there's some fourth wall stuff going on here.
Oh, you already know they're going to use that in like some crazy ass way towards the end of the game.
Yep.
Do you not name the protagonists themselves? Then I thought you named both.
I'm pretty sure you named both, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought earlier you were like, oh no, you don't name the protagonist. You just name you.
I'm not sure, but I think you.
Okay. Well, that game looks cool.
Atlas is just.
I'm gonna need like
so
a demo or
fucking
something.
wild
I
this
gotta
year.
see what the gameplay is like because like Max said, I'm still a
Exactly,
bit
that's-
confused on
that's
how
what
it
I
works.
meant.
Yeah.
I want a
guess-
demo before I like definitively am like hyped for it.
I guess it's kind of like the risk with a new IP. You don't really know exactly how everything's gonna work. Like, if they announce Persona 6, you're gonna know, oh yeah, okay, it's a Persona
Wait,
game. And you
yeah.
look at the trailers
Actually-
and you see what's new, but
Didn't they
Mhm.
announce they're trying to release a demo actually during the showcase or something like that?
they said that the game will be playable at conventions. So it will be at
okay,
Gamescom
okay.
and stuff, but I don't know if they're actually gonna do a demo.
Yeah.
Does
fair enough.
Atlas do demos?
No.
No.
No. They don't.
They
I
should.
don't think there's a demo for any of their games. Now that I think about it.
I know that Persona 3 didn't get one, but I don't know why. Something in my mind is like, Tactica had a demo, but probably didn't.
Oh, Tactica might have had a demo. I feel like a game like Tactica had to have a demo because they're selling like a unique gameplay.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like Metaphor should have a demo since it's a new IP.
Definitely should have demo.
I agree.
Oh, by the way, Metaphor's combat looked extremely similar to the new Trails game. So the newest arc of Trails is like Kuro no Kiseki or Trails in the Daybreak. That's how they localized it. And the combat system is basically identical. So when I get to that game, which is coming out July, I guess I'll get a taste of Metaphor's combat. It basically seems the same idea,
That's interesting.
but they're probably pretty different. It's a similar idea with like the action and space.
Yeah. Okay, we'll start it. I think we talk about everything.
I think so.
Yep.
Unless... Let's see, Juno,
I
do you have
mean-
anything else to add? Anything to say?
I don't really know. Talked about everything, I think, that I wanted to at least.
Alright. Mark, you have anything?
I think I'm pretty much good. I'm just listening to my Steam Deck thinking about how amazing
Oh.
of a purchase it was.
Okay, then we will end the episode so we can
think,
all continue gooning. Juno can goon the Helldivers,
You know
I'll play
the-
Stellar Blade, you have your Steam Deck.
You know the Baldur's Gate Druid kisses squirrels? I want to do that to Gabe Newell.
Yeah.
Give him a fat one on the mouth.
I'm gonna have to insert that gif now, otherwise people have no idea what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
they have no idea what we're talking
I'm glad
about.
that you're immortalizing that gif as a JAMcast episode.
You're
now.
immortalizing the GIF.
Nice. Well, I am glad we could leave our viewers off with a haunting image to fucking shiver
Exactly.
their timbers.
Those poor Spotify listeners will not be able
Oh,
to
those
see
Spotify
the GIF.
listeners will have no idea.
You don't want to see it anyway.
They need to invent ways to like make frequencies that could have images pop in your.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like we could have that in like a few decades, maybe.
Yeah, we'll get there
Isn't
We all
eventually.
have
Elon
Neuralinks.
Musk working on a...
Yeah, exactly. When we all have our
thing.
Neuralinks. Dude, okay. One last thing. I saw they made a little animation for what it looks like to get a Neuralink installed, and it's so fucking terrifying. Like they just rip out a part of your skull, and they put like a little like a plate in there that has like a computer in it, and then they close up your skull again, and you just have a fucking PC in your brain. Like
It's awesome.
Oh, what the fuck?
imagine getting a virus or some shit. Like imagine downloading porn and then fucking. Oh my god!
Bro,
having, like, your
I'm gonna be
Neuralink
walking
get
and some dude's
malware.
gonna fucking hack
What?
my brain,
Literally cyberpunk.
cause me to blue screen and die.
Literally
of a heart attack.
So they literally just take a piece out of your head, put a chip
Yes.
on your brain, then they put the piece of your head back in.
Yes,
Does
that's
it
what
have
the
a-
animation
Does
showed.
it have a battery? Like, what if it runs out of battery?
I fucking hope.
I don't
not.
know how the.
What?
I don't know
What-
how that
Where,
works.
Arkry? Where? What? They got you just have a USB port like behind your
No,
ear
but
now?
that's
Like,
what I'm
what do you
saying,
think?
right? Like, how? But how is it gonna? It's not just gonna have
Okay.
power forever out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah,
there's a
well,
So
computer
someone
in
already
your
has
brain.
it installed, and I don't know how it gets power. Maybe it's like solar energy. But
Because you're talking about it's being dumb that there's a USB in your head, but they have literally a PC in their head. How is it gonna have power?
I don't know. Maybe it will be like Cyberpunk.
Apparently you
Cyberpunk,
can,
they have
like-
fucking ports on the sides of their head. Maybe it'll be like that. Maybe there really
I don't
is
know,
a
like,
USB port. I don't
it's a
know.
big topic for something we've done like no research on. But there is someone who already has one installed, and he can apparently like turn on a TV behind.
Yeah, I remember seeing a
Holy
video of a
shit.
dude who lost like movement in his arms or some shit or in his body, and he got it, and now he can play video games again with it. It seems pretty
The
legit.
future is
Oh, it's a wireless
scary.
charger. It's like a little thing that you put on your head and then it charges.
Put on your head.
Yeah.
Bro,
It's like
hold
it's
up,
like an
I'm gonna
ice
charge
pack,
my
but the
brain real
charger-
quick. Going out,
Otherwise,
you're
I
like,
can't
oh
turn
shit.
on my TV anymore.
Dude, imagine using the Neuralink to like cheat on a test and you're like running out of battery. You're like, no, no.
Oh my
no.
god.
This is
You're
fucked.
like, try.
Looking at this. This is fucking weird. Why do people put this in their brains?
I wanna
mean,
get
guess for
one.
people with disabilities, it's nice.
I want to fucking get one so I can play music in my brain. You know how sick that'd be?
It's like the
Oh,
metaphor.
just like metaphor.
protagonist.
Oh my god.
It's all coming full circle.
Oh my god.
Atlas.
I'm gonna come.
Neuralink sponsored by Atlas. Well,
I did not expect that to be a big topic, but
that wasn't a
Neuralink,
big topic.
make
We
sure
talked
that-
about
that-
it for like 2 minutes.
I know, but make sure to put Neuralink in the timestamp.
Yeah, put it
Oh
in the
god,
clicks.
you're gonna get bots on the video now. You're gonna get like Elon Musk bots in the comments and shit.
How else can we get bots? Well, what are some other keywords?
Bitcoin.
Looking for commissions.
Looking for
commission.
commissions. This is the looking for commissions
Looking to
segment
commission
of the podcast.
Looking to commission someone help me with my math test.
But then they're gonna start joining our Discord server again.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
You asked for
Dude.
commissions once, and then there are like 20 people joining the Discord. Okay, well,
That was our long-awaited episode 6.
Yeah, I'll
that
see you
was
guys.
episode
see you
6
guys in a
of the
few months.
JAMcast. In a few months, we'll be back, and then we'll talk about. I don't know what's
We'll
gonna
talk
happen in a
about
few
when
months.
SMT Vengeance comes.
Apparently, there
Next
might
episode
be
when
a,
SMT Vengeance drops.
There might be a PlayStation showcase this month. That was
Oh,
rumored. And then next
true.
month there's the
Yeah.
Xbox.
That is true, because we are coming up to like the summer of gaming, so I'm guessing that if nothing else happens in between, the next episode is just gonna be the like
SMT
summer
Vengeance.
announcements and stuff. That should be fun. That can be a big episode.
That'll be fun, yeah.
Well, that was
Story episode.
this. That's the end of this filler episode of the JAMcast.
Okay.
Thank you for
Good
watching,
homework.
everyone. All our links are on screen and in the description. Listen to us on Spotify. So
Yeah.
because we do that, we are there. We're here. We have a Twitter
YouTube,
account,
Spotify,
follow that.
Twitter. Yep.
That's a JAMcast. Thank you for watching.
Bye. Bye.
Later.